constant cravings are not just about lack of willpower. If you feel like you're always thinking about food, always wanting something sweet or salty, or struggling to feel satisfied after meals, there's usually a deeper reason behind it. And most of the time it has very little to do with discipline. Cravings are signals. They reflect how your body is managing energy, nutrients, and internal balance. When those systems are not working properly, cravings tend to increase and they become harder to ignore. To understand this, you need to look at how your body regulates hunger. Two key hormones are involved: ghrelin and leptin. Ghrelin signals hunger. Leptin signals fullness. In a balanced system, these hormones work together to help you eat when needed and stop when you've had enough. But when this balance is disrupted, the signals become less reliable. You may feel hungry even after eating, or you may never feel fully satisfied. One of the most common reasons for this imbalance is unstable blood sugar. When you eat foods that are quickly absorbed like refined carbohydrates or sugary snacks, your blood sugar rises rapidly. Your body responds by releasing insulin to lower it. But if this happens too quickly, your blood sugar can drop just as fast. This creates a cycle. You feel a quick boost in energy followed by a drop. And that drop often triggers cravings, especially for more sugar or quick energy foods. This pattern can repeat multiple times throughout the day. Another factor is meal composition. Meals that are low in protein and fiber tend to be less satisfying. They digest quickly and don't provide a steady release of energy. As a result, your body looks for more food sooner than expected. Protein and fiber slow digestion and help regulate hunger signals. Without them, cravings become more frequent. Sleep also plays a major role. When you don't get enough sleep, your body increases ghrelin and reduces leptin. This means you feel more hungry and less satisfied at the same time. At the same time, your body becomes more sensitive to high-calorie foods. This is why poor sleep often leads to stronger cravings the next day. Stress is another important piece. When you're under stress, your body releases cortisol. Cortisol can increase appetite and shift your preference toward high-energy, comfort foods. This is not just emotional, it's physiological. Your body is trying to respond to stress by increasing available energy. But in a modern environment, that often leads to overeating. There's also the role of habits. Over time, your brain learns to associate certain foods with comfort, reward, or routine. This creates learned cravings. You may not be physically hungry, but your brain expects a certain behavior at a certain time. For example, wanting a snack at night or after a specific activity. These patterns can feel automatic. Another factor is hydration. Mild dehydration can sometimes be mistaken for hunger. Your body sends signals that feel similar, and you may respond by eating instead of drinking water. Over time, this can contribute to unnecessary calorie intake. There's also the issue of nutrient intake. If your body is not getting enough essential nutrients, it may continue signaling for food. Not because it needs more calories, but because it's trying to meet specific needs. This can create persistent cravings that don't go away after eating. All of these factors interact. They shape how your body signals hunger and satisfaction. And when multiple factors are out of balance, cravings become more frequent and more intense. This is why simply trying to resist cravings often doesn't work. You're working against signals that are being reinforced internally. Instead, the focus needs to shift. From control to understanding. From restriction to balance. Improving meal structure is one of the most effective starting points. Including protein, healthy fats, and fiber in each meal helps slow digestion and stabilize blood sugar. This leads to more consistent energy and fewer sudden cravings. Paying attention to sleep can also make a noticeable difference. Even small improvements in sleep quality can help regulate hunger hormones. Managing stress is another key step. This doesn't require major changes. Simple habits like taking short breaks, reducing overstimulation, or creating a more consistent daily rhythm can help reduce cortisol levels. Hydration is easy to overlook but important. Drinking enough water throughout the day supports normal body function and can reduce false hunger signals. There's also growing interest in how certain natural compounds may support appetite regulation and metabolic balance. Some of these compounds are being studied for their potential to support stable energy levels and reduce unnecessary cravings. Again, these are not replacements for basic habits. but they can support the systems involved in hunger and energy regulation. When your body becomes more balanced internally, cravings tend to decrease naturally. Not because you're forcing them away, but because the signals behind them become more stable. The key insight is this: cravings are not the problem. They are a response. If you only focus on controlling them, you miss the reason they're happening. But if you understand what's driving them, you can start to change the conditions that create them. And when those conditions improve, cravings become easier to manage. They become less frequent, less intense, and less controlling. That's the real shift. Not fighting your body but working with it. If this helped you understand your cravings in a clearer way, subscribe to the channel for more simple explanations about how your body works and how to improve it. And if you want to go deeper, there's a useful resource in the description that outlines practical ways to support appetite control and stabilize your energy. It's a natural next step if you're ready to move beyond willpower and start addressing the root of the problem.